Kings analyst Jim Fox right now. Foxy, last couple of games for the Kings, we saw in Columbus, Dubinsky fined $10,000 for the hit on Scuderi. In the Anaheim game, Stoll had a hit that was on Cam Fowler, no fine. Let's get you to compare and contrast these two hits.
Yeah, we're going to try to do that, Patrick. There's so many different factors that go into whether you're going to suspend a player or give him a penalty or give him a fine like happened to Dubinsky. Tonight, I'm going to keep it to 4 different areas. The awareness. Was the player about to be hit aware of where the pressure was coming from? The hitter, does he avoid or minimize contact when he realizes he has the player in a susceptible position? Does the player with the puck immediately and suddenly change direction? And then the 4th thing we talk about all the time, mostly with head issues, is the principal point of contact. Right now, though, let's start with the awareness. Awareness is important for the player about to be hit. You see with Stoll and Fowler. Fowler knows he's coming. He's on his back. Same thing with Scuderi. Dubinsky's there. He knows that. Minimize or avoid contact. With Jared Stoll, he's getting in position to hit, but watch the heels of Stoll. He's on his heels. He grabs the jersey. He's looking for more control than to go through with a violent contact. When you have Dubinsky coming in, he turns into position. Does he avoid or minimize here? No, he follows through. Different story to the Stoll hit on Fowler. Sudden change of direction. Fowler's going one way. All of a sudden, you see right there, the snow, it just goes flying because he's stopping. He puts on the brakes. Stoll, it's unreasonable to expect him to avoid that contact. With Dubinsky, he comes into position. You see Scuderi's head. He really doesn't change. It is low, but he doesn't change anything at the last second. Then principal point of contact. We talk about all the time normally with the head. Right here, Stoll, the forearm goes into the glass, not into the head of Fowler. With Dubinsky, this is not a head issue, but certainly they talk to players about this all the time. If you have a player directly in the back, you see that forearm to the number, you have to avoid or minimize that contact. Otherwise, very dangerous. And I think when you summarize things here, the biggest thing is how much time, how much reasonable time does the player going in to make the hit have to avoid or minimize contact? And of course, when you have a sudden stop, all of a sudden you have to react, and there isn't much time. Another thing to keep in mind with the Dubinsky hit on Scuderi. I believe if Scuderi was standing upright, there would have been no issue. I think, because he lowered his head in a situation where he put himself into a position to be hurt, that's the reason for the fine. If Scuderi's upright and still driven into the boards, hit in the back like it was, then possibly a suspension. But because of the position of the head, I think that's why you only get the fine.
All right, perfect breakdown, Jim. Appreciate it.